Hello and welcome to the 2023 OTB Open. This is the front nine of round 2. This is an event presented by MVP Disc Sports. Stop 6 on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hot geese.
Honk. This is the front nine. We're just changing things up, keeping you guys on your toes. It was another beautiful day. Very hot. Wind was down, but super scoreable conditions out there.
Definitely. And we did see some ladies shoot lights out. Very excited to watch this lead card. Paige Pierce. Through round 1, she's in first place, and that's big time because 17% of the holes she is parking. 78% of the holes she's in circle 2, putting for birdie.
Scoggins, she's in first place. She's birdieing half the holes out here and keeping it in the fairway, which there are a lot of big fairways out here, but, you know, still an impressive stat. Good job, Owen.
Yep, throwing that destroyer everywhere. Emily Beach, the third person on our lead card. She's also in that tie with 100% fairway hits and 94% of her shots getting to at least circle 2 in regulation. She's basically always there putting.
Yep. Ella Hansen, she's in first place. She's birdieing half the holes as well and landing in the circle on 56% of the holes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, believe it. Pretty cool to watch 3 of the 4 women we had on our feature card yesterday, now joined by Emily Beach.
Hole 1, downhill 348, elevated tee pad, not necessarily downhill on the ground. These low-hanging branches of these 2 big trees are what block your shots from getting to the circle, so you have to throw something a little bit nose down or out wide to the right and hyzering just in time to sneak below the branches. We watched Paige go deep yesterday. She did the same thing today, just outside the circle past the basket.
My name is Scoggins, and I have been playing disc golf for maybe 13 years. And you know, I'm from Laos, and I live in Los Angeles for pretty much like 14 years right now, and I love it. I came to United States because I met my husband. I grew up on a remote area, the kid there, simple life. You don't have fancy clothes, you don't have a toy. Every game you make, you have to build it. So it makes you kind of like outgoing, it makes you kind of like appreciate whatever surround you. When you grow up, it's very important as a kid. That's why, you know, let your kids explore, you know, watch them. And then when your kids grow up, you'll be more aware of surrounding more. And now when I become a professional, I'm serious. I'm very serious. When I'm having fun, I'm having fun. When the time I need to be switched to the mode, the serious mode, I'm do it quick. I'm not like only one mood the whole day. I have 2 moods, serious mood and then fun mood. Depend on that moment. That's why it's very important. I feel like you can be serious, but please don't be too serious, because when you're too serious and you're gonna beat yourself up very soon, and then you're not gonna enjoy to play this golf much longer. I like to have both. That's why it's going to make me play for a long time. Yeah, you know, you can be fun and play good at the same time and all. I think that's more cool, right? No need to be like serious face to make people think you are so serious. I'm good with this girl, I need to be serious face. No, you don't need to. Just be yourself, support your competitor. You know, just smile to each other, because you never know someone go through to another day. Just be aware of the people surround, you know. It's not gonna hurting you just smiling at them, you know. So love each other. That's very important. And play good. Try or practice hard, yeah.
Let's go, Owen. When people ask who my favorite pro is, I say Owen Scoggins.
Yeah, I think that interview was about the least surprising feature we've ever seen. We all know exactly where Owen's head's at.
Serious mood and or fun mood.
Yeah, we've seen them both, and that is literally all we see. And she's so good at keeping it light, and the big smiles we love from Owen Scoggins.
Owen gets it in the circle, flexing a destroyer. Emily, of course, the big bombing lefty. We're going to see some really fun shots. She's got amazing turnover lines. She's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I haven't really considered how this course sets up for a lefty. I'm super excited to watch.
Yeah, all sorts of different gaps. Emily's going to be on circle's edge.
Don't forget, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you get a chance to win 2 round-trip tickets to the Smuggler's Notch Worlds this year, 2023, at the end of the year. That is a big deal, folks. Check out JomezPro Patreon. Ella Hansen right around circles. Edge for her birdie.
Yeah. 3 of these ladies definitely got to earn their putts. Paige knows it right out of the hand. Great start. Ooh, Jomez.
Little stepper.
Yes. Fierce. Yeah, with the wind down, definitely a little bit easier on the putting greens today.
Ella trying her hand at a stepper as well. I think it's funny that will be the 3rd Ella Hansen filmed round this week from Jomez. We can't get enough. Ooh. The toilet bowl. Emily Beach sinks one. Nice birdie.
Gonna see some sunburns out there today. The gallery was huge today. It's really cool to see. Good for it as well.
3 out of 4 birdies to start out our hole 1 lead card. This is the 3rd most difficult or easiest hole of the day.
I was gonna say, if you didn't, Ella.
Oops.
If you didn't watch the first round, you psychopaths. They did split up old hole 1. Did you say that already? Because I was totally listening. Into 2 different holes. So we're seeing a shorter hole here, and then hole 2 is a shorter par 4.
This is my first rodeo here. I'm still learning. I don't even know what old hole 1 was.
Yeah, from the same tee pad all the way to 2's basket. So par 5.
To start out.
Yeah.
Rude.
I liked it. I think hole 2 is a harder birdie, personally.
Hole 2 is a tough birdie. We have a 2-stroke separation now on our lead card. Ella just hanging back a little bit.
Hole 2, there's a couple gaps you can take off the tee. You're just trying to get through the tree line as much as possible to open up your second shot. You want to get either under that wall of trees on the left on the right, or take this left side that the drone flew to get to the circle. You see a lot of people kind of hit the low-hanging branches and drop just outside circle 2. Definitely a tough birdie. I mean, it's only 573, but everything's like low ceiling. And this course does a good job of making you hit gaps, even though it's a pretty wide open golf course.
Paige went right side yesterday. Put it a little bit too high. Today she makes the adjustment. Doesn't try to bite off as much.
No, I think that was a buzz. Phew. Just chilling?
Yeah. That second shot's hard. I'm surprised she's not going big here.
You can definitely find a little trouble if you get too aggressive. Own working the low flex. Might be right behind that fairway tree. We'll see. Emily, gonna watch her take different lines. Most no, same gap. That's crazy that she didn't go left gap.
Just working that turnover line. She'll be pinched up on the right hand side, but it sets up for a lefty hyzer.
Yeah, into it. Again, she's just so comfortable throwing anhyzers and drifting flex lines.
Ella dropping a bomb. That was so good. Nice hyzer flip. Carries straight for a really long time. This played is the 5th most difficult hole of the day. Only 4 birdies. I believe that's the same amount we saw yesterday.
Yeah, I think so too. Own burns over her sidearm, and she's going to be in the edge of the bushes. She'll have a chance to scramble, but it's kind of tough over there.
Own was one of the birdies yesterday.
Yeah, she had a huge second flex shot. It's awesome.
Paige with a really nice looking late flipping backhand with her putter.
Beautiful shot.
Giving herself a look for birdie. That was lovely.
That's crazy that on this 573-foot hole, she's just going mid-range putter. So much control and trust in those discs. It's awesome. Emily, is she in circle 2? Or?
I think she trickled into circle 1. She's around the same tree that Paige hit.
Putt.
Ella way down there.
Working that sidearm. Beautiful. Gonna be a little pinned, but about 20 feet or so.
We know she's got a nice straddle putt.
Yeah, nice squat putt.
Yeah.
She hit a few crazy ones yesterday.
Own trying to get out of the rough, but just turfs it. She'll still be about 80 feet from the basket. pretty guarded as well.
Yeah, it's hard to give this one a real run. Right by that tree, low ceiling the whole way. Emily just lays up. That tree's right in her way.
Paige with a circus putt between two trees. Nice little straddle for birdie.
She leaves it just a touch low. Ella with the last attempt for birdie, straddling out to the left. Kind of looks like Spider-Man. Should have worn blue shorts.
Yes.
Good
Nice
correction.
Yeah, nice recovery. Back to even par. Owen gonna have to settle for bogey after that second shot in the rough.
Yeah, she'll be even on the round as well. Whereas Paige and Emily gonna be 1 under through 2.
We can't call it a lead change yet, but we just have 2 leaders now, Paige and Emily. Let's see. Looks like Cy. It's 2 down through 3. Is that what it said? Wow. Starting off hot again. Hole 3, 277, one of the shortest holes on the course. Just a little backhand hyzer through this gap on the right is the straightest route. There is a forehand route as well, but it adds some distance to the hole because you have to go around a couple of trees. There's some low-hanging branches around the green that make for very interesting putting, especially if you go onto the deep side. Ella went with a sidearm yesterday. Today she got a hold of it much better and gets her way inside the circle. She'll be dealing with those low-hanging branches, but there's little gaps.
Some more circus putting. Great correction. Paige just going fierce. It's definitely too far to the right. Emily, I'm sure, taking the out and around to the left.
This hole is so strange because it's so easy. It's laid right there in front of you, but it's still only 30% of the field is birdieing it. I know it's like plays is one of the easiest holes, but you just think that it would be one of the most birdied holes.
It's just hard enough. Like, it's not a total gimme. It's just one you really should get.
Yep.
Own working the flex. Oh, yeah.
Bullseye.
Should just get a little sound clip that says own working the flex, and I can just hit it. Save my instrument.
Just a button.
Just a button that says that. Paige with a really great upshot into the bullseye. Emily from nearly 40 feet. A little fluffy. What a great comebacker.
I don't know why watching a lefty has my brain working so hard right now. It feels so strange to watch.
Ella, man. She missed a couple short ones yesterday, but like generally was on fire on the putting green. Hopefully she can correct throughout the round.
No, everyone can relate to how fragile the putting mental game can be. One day it feels like the basket's huge. The next, it's like your hand isn't part of your body.
Great birdie from Owen. We should briefly mention that Natalie Ryan's name is not on the leaderboard. You all can look up your own news. We're not here to do anything crazy. We're just going to call the shots as we see them. So thank you for joining us.
Disc golf keeps growing. At the Power Disc Golf Academy, we believe in adding power to the player to level up their game. That's why Paul Ulibarri, a top 50 ranked player, is taking the past 18 years of teaching disc golf and boiling it down into lessons across every subject. From driving, to putting, to drills, to practice, to mental game, and much more, all to give you the power to grow as a player. Grow your game with the Power Disc Golf Academy.
Hole 4 is our first par 5 of the day, 891 feet. There are various gaps you can take. There's a hyzer, there's kind of a flex in the middle, you can go all the way up the left. On the second shot, you're trying to get past this golf green as far as you can. Again, multiple lines you could take. You're wrapping this corner, it's nearly a 90-degree turn. We'll call it 75 degrees. Very hard to get a birdie look without cutting the corner pretty close on the right side. Generally, we've seen, did Ella throw the roller on this one?
Yep, she threw 2 rollers actually.
Oh yeah.
There were only 4 birdies on the day yesterday. Let's see how many we have today. Those orange flags you see on the right side of the fairway were a little beehive that they found, or ground bees maybe. Nothing to be alarmed of. Everyone will get way past. Look at Ella getting through the trees, getting a lot of distance, but finishing out over on the fence side.
Which honestly is fine.
Yeah.
Active, premium, genius. So fun.
Paige taking the hyzer route again today. A lot tighter today, but it works out great. We'll see what she has to work with it and see how much she can bite off on that corner, like Erika said earlier.
Emily, most likely just going to go all the way down the left side and try to fade at the end of the tree line. Or maybe get sneaky through this last gap, almost. I think it finished just a bit early for her.
Emily does have the distance where she can still potentially pull off a birdie here, but it's going to just be a lot more difficult.
That was a great shot, though.
That was
like
a great
her
shot.
Sexton Firebird. Really good recovery. Pushes button. Owen working the flex.
And she gets up right to the landing zone where a lot of FPO are landing their second shot. About 320 low ceiling to the green from there.
Mm-hmm. That could be true. Paige working the roller. You love to see it.
She gets way out there. She's probably 100 or so feet in front of Owen.
Yeah. Paige was one of our few birdies yesterday.
Ella's second shot. Also pulling out the roller again.
Nice.
Get some good angle on it. It flips all the way up. Nice.
It'd be cool to see a follow roll. Just follows it on the ground. It'd be useless, but I think it'd be funny.
I think she's going to be set up for a sidearm over there.
Yeah, it was a good shot, that's for sure.
Emily trying to go big, wide hyzer line that only a lefty can pull off.
Wow.
She gives herself a putt.
Impressive.
Yeah, after hitting that early tree, it's tough to get even close to the green for birdie.
Emily was another one who birdied this one yesterday, though.
So she has a plan.
Guess what Owen's doing?
Working the flex. I also have a button as well. She gets to almost circle one.
Yeah, she'll have a putt. Paige, so close here. Able to throw a fierce, maybe just over 200 tops.
And just making it look easy, just outside the bullseye for birdie. Ella with more of a low ceiling look than I thought she would have, opting for the backhand.
Well done.
Nice. Ooh, man, she put so much spin on those discs.
Yeah, I thought it was going to check right up.
Me too. That was a putter, and it just skipped like it was a little bit of a faster disc.
Got that ultimate spin. Sounds like a power move. Like a video game fighting move.
Emily giving it a good bid, catching some branches. She'll settle for par. Own off the band.
Fun mode.
Serious mode.
Think about it like that when I'm on the course.
Like flipping a switch. Paige was the only birdie on the lead card, one of only 5 on the day.
Probably the easiest putt of the day, I'd imagine, for birdie. Everyone else going to get out of here with a par.
2 people parked it.
Why do you got to do that?
Because I was the other one.
Oh. You know what's weird is we were on the same card.
Yeah.
Hey, nice birdie.
That will be my only brag of the day. That hole gave me grief yesterday. Paige moves into the solo lead. Emily Beach and Owen Scoggins 1 stroke behind. Moving on to hole 5. 589. This one's gettable by everyone in the field. But this gap off the tee is very tight. It's hard to throw a distant shot, but that's what you really need to do. You want to finish more left than right so you don't have to deal with those little tiny trees on the right side. Your second shot, you have a very well guarded green by some big trees. You can land inside the circle and still not have a great looking putt, be forced to straddle way out wide. We saw Paige throwing a roller on this one. And
Yes, girl, yes.
Yep, we get to see it again today. She just said she did not feel comfortable hitting this gap in the air.
She's rolling an ESP heat, and that was great.
Yeah, she'll be right in between 2 of those trees on the right-hand side. It'll be no problem to get up and down from there. Owen throwing the flex line.
Oh, is she?
Who would think?
She clipped some branches, and it'll be tough to get inside the circle, at least from there. Still possible, but
It's a big shot.
yeah. Ella with her swirly S-line cloud breaker taking this left side. Really nice drift. Huge air shot.
Yeah, that truss is a little bit too low and tight for Ella to throw her roller shot. She uses a lot more space.
Why doesn't she go over it?
It is not a triple Mando. Honestly, I would not be surprised if she did.
I saw Sexton practice it, not on this hole, but hole 8, I think, has the other one.
Just right over the
Oh, no,
truss?
it was a fence, not a truss.
Okay.
It's still cool. Emily lands probably just a little shorter than she wanted, but should have a look at it.
Own probably close to 360 to the basket.
Yeah, definitely a
350.
full rip.
She throws a flex sidearm, gets to circle 2. She'll have a look for her birdie.
Definitely a typical story on this hole.
Only one person getting to the bullseye for birdie on this one, with 28% of the field getting to circle.
Was
circle
it
1.
you? I think I blacked out the round.
Yeah, it was me every
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Oh, nice shot from Emily. She's going to be probably blocked by that tree, though. Paige deadly with this fierce, throwing a little gentle turn. Picture perfect.
Ella with that super overstable mid, going sidearm, spiking one into the green. It gets a lot of skip, but it's still inside the circle for birdie.
Own actually outside circle 2. She's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a little gap where that tree's leaning. Good run.
So Owen's doing this, I believe it's 300 putts a day.
Wow, nice.
Yep. I don't know how long she's doing it for, but it's her little pet project right now.
Yeah, she could be a better putter.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's always room to improve, Erika. No, you'll hear her on the warm-up green, and it sounds so kind of frantic. It's just like ching, 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 because
she
she
gets
goes
out there
so fast.
early.
Yeah, and she puts them really, really fast. Like, I don't even know how she's pulling them out of her other hand. It's more like right, left, right, left. That's what it sounds like.
Ella makes good on the putt. Emily having to go around that tree and catch his band. Paige with a great birdie. 3 down through 5 ain't too bad.
That is a nice start. Owen, taking a par. Not too shabby. This is definitely caters to more of a distance player. This hole does.
Yeah, but you gotta have that low distance, which is a special skill.
Glad to see Ella sink one into the bottom of the basket, catching back up into a tie for second.
Yeah, Paige with 2 strokes on the rest of the card.
Okay, Katrina 5 down through 6.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, 6, another par 5. A little bit easier of a birdie than our last one, 820 feet. There's approximately 16 gaps you can take. And then the second shot, you could take kind of 2 main routes. This left side is a bit more open. You see a lot of people play down the right side as well. And then this pin is really kind of close to that OB, so you do have to be a little bit careful on your final approach and your putts. There is OB left and right, but it's really wide. The main way to bring it into play is with like a really aggressive roller like Ella does on the left side, but even then it's pretty hard to reach.
You called it a little pin, and it is quite a little pin.
Yeah, I thought it was
shorter.
elevated because it's that baby lighthouse.
Yeah,
it got me.
But it also is just like a short basket.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny, like up on a hill but small.
It's kind of wee.
It looks like it's far away.
Paige rips one but catches an early tree. Ella going this huge roller, which is just the most fun.
No trees today. Gets every bit of it.
Activate premium genius. Own with one of her trusty destroyers.
Doesn't quite get the turn on it, and she's gonna. Oh, she makes it through.
Kind of spits out. That's probably the worst spot to land, is behind what she just cut through.
Yep, that's the same thing she did yesterday. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. She shakes her head a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell which gap. It kind of looked.
I
couldn't tell which gap she was trying to hit.
At first, it looked like right side, but then the follow through looked left.
Yeah.
Now she is forced to go big left side. Lots of space over there, but it does really extend the hole without that roller shot like Ella does.
Great recovery, though. No, it's OB.
Those pink flags are so small.
It's probably because I said it's hard to find.
Paige having to sneak low hanging tree branches early in the shot and then again at the very end of the shot.
Sweet shot, though. Oh, she's right behind that tree. Nope. Oh,
yeah.
She's all right.
We'll see.
So it's definitely a little bit low there, but she's probably less than 300 feet to the pin.
Owen working the most open area of the fairway, but filtering left, and she'll be right up against another tree.
Not quite getting as much turn as she is hoping for, it looks like.
Emily throwing from out of bounds. I'm not sure how far away she is because I don't go this way.
She's quite far, I think. Probably got to be approaching that 400-foot mark easily, but maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
450 even. Just pick a distance. They'll believe it.
Yep.
500. She's going third. Wait, second roller? She's so far down here. I thought it was her third shot already.
The most bizarre height. I mean, that had to have been 240 feet in the air.
Easily.
No, but really, it's insane how much height she gets on these roller shots and trust them to come down on the right angle.
She's got a little bit of an eagle look. She's actually able to attack the basket from there without worrying about that OB green behind it.
Oh, and a little pinched on a tree, but no problem.
Throwing just a regular hyzer. Weird. She's inside the circle for a birdie look.
Paige also pinched, but she's got a nice little turnover line.
Looks like maybe more like 250, 275.
And that'll do, right at the bottom of the hill.
It's so crazy because you and your card mates could be 100 feet away each from each other, like spanning the entire fairway on this hole. Like, and you're like, is it me?
You can't talk to each other. It's that far away. Emily getting a nice little roll at the end of her flight, checking up just next to the out-of-bounds green behind the basket.
Ella just laying up that eagle bid. Lame. Just kidding. Those were such impressive rollers. Easiest birdie in the world, unless you also went roller, roller, bullseye.
No.
Did you do that?
No. Paige, death putt. Yes. That's looking so smooth, too.
Clean. Yes, let's see this again. Didn't
Just-
even step or jump.
Yeah, it doesn't look forced at all. The putter's doing the work. The spin. Dead center. She's looking...
Her focus is like pretty intimidating right now.
I was about to say that. She's looking like laser focused.
Yeah. Oh, serious mode. Little low right side.
And she's just happy there that it checks up. Emily from about 25 feet. Nice. Great bogey save after going out of bounds. Looks like maybe working her way up a different side of the fairway than she usually does, but making it work.
This is one of the ones that bogey is like,
I know.
not a great one, you know, because it's a birdie that everyone in the field can get.
But I feel like she played like probably almost 1,000-foot hole
Yeah.
the way she went.
It did feel like that.
It lengthens it a lot. Emily going to drop down into 6th place. Ella jumps up into a tie for 2nd. Sai Ananda moving up the leaderboard 5 down through 7. Katrina 6 down through 7. Chase Card Ladies lightening it up.
Yep, I would whistle if I could.
Hole 7, 285. Couple different lines you can take. Under those branches above the reeds is a little risky hyzer line. You have to carry the water. All those reeds are out of bounds as well. We'll see some sidearms. We will see some straight shots with slower speed discs. This is an elevated basket, so you want to get close. But thankfully, the out of bounds doesn't really come into play on the putting green unless you get a nasty roll.
Paige with this Crystal Buzz OS. Got inside the circle yesterday. I think she's circle's edge.
Yeah, she went a lot more linear and low and straight
Yeah,
yesterday.
but the buzz play is pretty nice because she's not carrying that OB like a lot of backhand shots are.
Ella with the sidearm. This is my favorite play. I think it's the safest. It makes the most sense.
Yeah, really well done. That was her Horizon Cloud Breaker, and she's inside the circle.
This played is the 2nd easiest hole of the day.
Nice. Owns, checks up. Pretty close, though. Maybe a tree in her way. This hole definitely has a nice shape for the left-hand play. She can carry it safe the entire way, no problem. Looking at a potential star frame.
Paige, focused. Birdie.
Yes. Paige is dialed right now.
Yeah.
It's 4 in a row.
Sinking putts.
What's
What-
a regional bird?
There's so many.
one.
There's so many.
That was a California quail.
That was a Swainson's hawk.
Yeah. Ella, 3 in a row, just a normal turkey. Great birdie. If you missed the episode, are they episodes? If you missed the round where we talked about what 4 is, I dislike the term ham bone. Nice birdie from Own. So I decided that 4 in a row is just going to be a regional bird based on where that tournament is.
Yeah, I think that episode is in season 3.
Yeah, yeah. Season the
And we do get a star frame.
nice. $25 to edge. Pretty cool. They're doing great work out there.
Yay, kids disc golf. Sai and Katrina jump up into a tie for 3rd and a tie for 5th with 2 of our lead card ladies.
Hole 8 is a par 4, 591 feet. You want to just pick one of these gaps. The one the drone flew through is pretty common. You can go a little bit more left or a little bit more right. And then you want to turn pretty sharply to the right. And then this pin is placed near, very, very close to an OB green right behind it. So you definitely have to meter your speed on your approach. We've seen Ella throw a roller in practice. I can't remember if she did it in the round yesterday. They blend together. This is the same play as yesterday for Paige, where she blasts kind of past the typical landing zone, but had a clear look yesterday. Roller, low roller though.
It's crazy that she can throw the same disc on such drastically different heights
Yeah,
and
that
get
wa-
that angle.
That was a 175-foot difference in heights between her last roller.
Exactly.
Exactly that much. Great shot.
Own. Working the flex.
I know. That's all that's going through my head every time she throws.
Yeah, she's going to be unfortunately in that grouping of trees. We'll see what she has to work with. It can make it a little trickier, but it also can be pretty wide open. It just depends. Emily taking the inside gap, trying to shorten the hole a little bit.
That's huge. Great shot. Oh, maybe behind one tree. That's really cutting off quite a bit of distance, though, like Matt said. Really tough shot from here. Not working. No, it's still a baby flex. I think, did she get past that curb?
It's hard to say.
That curb is probably, what, like 40 feet maybe?
Yeah, anywhere from 40 feet to like close to circle's edge. This approach is so scary because look how close that out of bounds green is behind the basket.
Right next to the bullseye, which Paige nearly lands in.
Ella working a nice sidearm.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
She's looking at her own, what was the bird?
Swainson's hawk.
Yes, that bird.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, really memorable.
Own checking out the OB deep of the basket before being aggressive.
I don't like to look how close it is because then I'll miss and go in the OB.
Serious mode.
See, she should have just... Oh, she's safe. Safe.
And that's some own type of disc golf right there.
Wow. Is she safe? Oh my gosh. Is she?
Emily with a death putt as well.
Yes.
Wow, floating it in. So pretty.
Let's see Emily's first slow mez of the round.
I love her really long follow through with the arm like really high up in the air. Looks awesome. Very graceful.
Own coming back for her par. No problem.
Paige for her birdie. Boop. Add another one to the list.
Yeah, stacking them up.
5 in a row.
Yeah, I like to call that one a golden sombrero.
I hope she gets another one just so I hear what you call it.
I don't have one. I could make one up. Paige still with that 2-stroke lead over Ella. Own in a tie for third with Cy and Emily.
Hole 9, the last hole of our video today. It's 609 feet. This is an episode. Sorry. This is a big turnover shot. You want to make sure you carry the out of bounds though, because if you don't, you have to take it far back on the other side. The further right you force the disc, the shorter the second shot is over the water. It's about a 65-degree angle to the right. I really, really like this hole for FPO. This hyzer line, you have to get every bit of about 320 feet of distance. Paige pushes it even farther and probably throws a, 380-foot hyzer to get where she is.
Getting close to 400. Mm-hmm. She threw a Zeus there.
A lot of people going left side of that bush and throwing a big turnover or just a straight shot, safe and laying up to the water. Ella and Paige going huge. Ella doesn't quite get it as straight as she wants, but she'll still be able to attack over the water from where she lands.
Definitely. Yeah, she's in a great spot. A little bit more of your typical spot.
Yep. Emily going super low, not that aggressive, but she might be kind of pinched on the right side. The road is safe, but it is very close to the out of bounds line. We'll see what she has to work with. Yesterday, hole 9 played as the most difficult hole of the day.
You know what's crazy? You know what we need to add to our recording? Own working the flex with a destroyer. Emily looks like she's lining this one up. That is a destroyer in her hand. Echo Star destroyer.
Wow.
Yeah, she's across.
That was a huge shot.
Yep.
On pure hyzer the whole way. That is very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's nice to get across. Even if you don't get a putt going across, it makes for an easy par versus the layup. It's still a hard approach shot.
Yep.
One makes it across
And
too.
just an elevated pin too, just to icing on the cake. So Emily, her lefty lines are so impressive because at every hole almost so far, it has lengthened the hole. So she has to have more distance than everyone.
Well, she's got it.
She does.
Ella with a great looking forehand here.
Bullseye.
Absolute park job.
Nice.
Her own golden sombrero. Imagine the Swenson's hawk wearing a little golden sombrero. That's what I'm going to do. Paige, another fierce shot. And just outside the bullseye. I don't know what 6 is. Leave it in the comments. What do you think?
Someone's got to have a list out there that they like.
Emily, looks like she was giving that a bid. It'll be a par for her. Oh, not even messing with it.
No, that's a sign for me not going for it.
Wow.
Yeah. What a
6
front 9.
6 in a row.
And 7 down through 9.
Wow.
Charging.
I think I like your quail train that you were on. We'll call a 6 in a row a Gamble's quail.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We'll go Sierra Nevada with it.
Nevada. Oh, man. You're from the east.
Sorry, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah. We did it.
We did it. 9 holes.
Paige really did it.
Yeah, she's on a birdie tear. Ella is on her own birdie tear. We have 9 more holes. There's a lot more birdies to get in the back. Right now we have Cy and Katrina also just smoking their way up the leaderboard. Look at Missy Gannon too, 4 down, through 10 holes. Stacy Haas 3 down through 11 holes.
Maria 5 down through 12. Some hot scores out there for sure.
Everybody's under par.
I think everybody all the way down to 20th, which is what we saw 2 weeks ago at JomezPro as well. Getting competitive here in FPO.
Yep, top 20. You gotta be getting those birdies. We got 9 more holes, and calm conditions continue the rest of the day.
Yep.
It gets
hotter
hot,
though.
Yeah, it does get really hot. We got up into the 90s today. Thanks to our Founders Club. Thanks to everyone who came out and watched FPO coverage today in California. And thanks to everyone that honked at us all day. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're 2 hot geese. Honk.
Honk.